You won 2 majors. I think you had the lead in a dozen others going into the last day. And I thought it was interesting. I read a quote you gave somewhere where you said you believe you would have won more if you weren't so stubborn. The 1996 Masters, you have a 6-shot lead going into the final day. It was a foregone conclusion in everybody's mind that you were going to win the night before. So that, Saturday night, you're in the locker room. What are you thinking about?
Oh, I was thinking about just getting home and getting something to eat and go to bed. Quite honestly, it was late, and the press conference went long, and I still had to do some practice. And I was walking out of the locker room, and Peter De Bruyne, a British writer, was sitting at the bar on the way out, standing on the corner of the bar, and he says to me, "Not even you can screw this up tomorrow." That was not "Goodbye, Greg, good luck tomorrow." He says that comment. I go to myself, "Oh, okay. Why would you even say that,
As the lead's going away on that final day, and ultimately Nick Faldo ends up winning, what are you thinking about?
Look, I never gave up right to the 15th hole. When that chip shot in 15th for Eagle didn't go in, that was a tough one, because I was still believing that I could, and it was that position where if I made 3 and Nick made 5, it was a totally different ball game. At the end of the day, you're fighting with every bit of intensity you've got in you. You're fighting for it. You're fighting for you. You don't dare admit that things are slipping away to yourself. You keep grinding. You keep focusing. You keep doing stupid little things yourself. I used to stick my thumb up underneath my rib cage here and just give myself so much pain to focus on the moment instead of not thinking all this other stuff.
And that helped?
Oh, I used to do that all the time. All the time. Little things like that would trigger you to think about stay in the present and forget all the crap that's going through your head. Because if winners never quit and quitters never win, right? So that was one of the great sayings that I always said to myself walking down a fairway.
You've said losing had, those 96 Masters had more of a positive impact on you than winning could have ever had. In what way?
Well, first of all, people totally respected the way I dealt with the failure. I still have boxes and boxes of fan mails that people wrote me in my house. But I went to Benjamin School the next day, and one of my kids was playing soccer. And another parent came up to me and said, "I want to tell you, you taught me the greatest lesson in life about how you handle that. Now how I can teach my son and how I should conduct myself going forward." And you sit back and go, wow, that's pretty powerful that I've affected another human being as powerfully as that. But so I said, okay, you did win. You won in life. And the people had more respect for me, and the consumers who were going to buy my products looked up to me and say, "You know what? This guy's a pretty classy guy. He took it on the chin." I could have not gone into that press conference and walked away in the locker room and said, "Forget everybody, I'm going to go home and cry." No, I got to take it on the chin. That's the responsibility you put yourself in if you want to be in the arena. If you want to go out there, you've got to accept the accolades just as much as accept the punch in the stomach or the face or whatever it is that you self-inflict. So you got to step up to it. You got to be man enough to do it. And if you don't, shame on you. And I can name quite a few professional golfers today who've run away from that responsibility, which really, really pisses me off, because their responsibility is to the game and is to that tournament. Yes, you're good enough to put yourself in a position to do it, but when you pass through, you better leave back behind you some legacies and some pretty powerful stuff for the next generation to be able to say, okay, he did a really good job of playing the game of golf, but he or she did a really good job of instilling certain values for all of us to study.